You found the STIHL National Championship Air Races presented by Reno-Tahoe.
All right, getting ready for the next race, which will be the Unlimited race. Steve hitting in the pace plane. That is a CT 133. T-Bird, and then in racing colors, it is a Bardall Special, back the way it looked back in the 60s. That's Steve Couch's. Next, Jeff Lavelle. Sweet and Lovely is what that airplane's called. He's from Washington. Next should be Mark Booty. The airplane called Spam Can, a P-51 Delta. He is from Rancho Cucamonga. Then the Bell Racers are back. Patrick Nightingale, Pretty Polly, the P-63 King Cobra. He's from California. And then our crop dusting buddy from Syracuse, Kansas, the legendary John Dusty Dowd Jr. His airplane known as a Shanty Irish, an A-model P-51, get a load of that. And then another commemorative airplane with the colors of E.D. Wiener. This was Bardall Miss. It carries a patch on the side of the airplane, the color of that plane back in the day when it was yellow and black checkerboards. We're remembering Reno, nostalgic. Okay, Tom Nightingale is next. The airplane called Bunny. He's from Rancho Cucamonga. And then rounding out the pack, coming in low for your left, Ken Gotchel from Ventura, California, the P-51 called Man of War.
If you want to compete, it's very busy. If you just want to go out and pick a power setting and race, and you know what your temps are going to be, then it's exciting. I mean, I'm a crop duster, so I'm used to fly. I fly high. I never go over 50 feet hardly, and if I go under 50 here, they'll yell at me.
It's like the best ever. I mean, you come down that chute, and you got 7 airplanes around you, and the adrenaline's flowing, and you're just shooting down that course, 50 feet off the ground, turning left. It's fantastic. It is super fun.
All right, Steve Hinton, the senior, is up in the CT-133 as they come around now into that guide pylon, the guiding light. You got to get involved with this because you're going to be in your spot. You see it right now. It looked like Bardall Special was first to me, right?
Yep, looked like Bardall Special was in the lead, and followed by Jeff Lavelle and Sweet and Lovely. Looks like somebody's trying to make a pass for third place, but didn't quite make it stick.
All right, you see the sun gleaming off the wings. Now, what you great spectators tell us is you want to hear the sound of the engines, whether it's a radial engine or an Allison or a Rolls-Royce engine. So we give our spectators what they want. So right in here, John and I will be quiet because here it comes. John, it gives me great pleasure to see a Bell fighter racing again. As I tried to mention before, after World War II, when racing resumed in Cleveland, the forerunner of Reno here, victorious, winning the gold in 1946 was a P-39, flown by a couple of factory test pilots, and they won the gold that year. I think the average speed was 373 miles an hour, and right on their tail was Tony LeVere in a P-38, about 370 or so. They had a good future in front of them. One of their test pilots died coming back from Buffalo to Cleveland after an engine change, and Bell thought they better not lose any more test pilots and pretty much discontinued their support of P-39, P-63 racing. But they were very prevalent during the day, and they did very well as well. They couldn't erase. They took the light Q fuselage, 4,900 pounds, and put the big P63 engine, pumped it up, 4-bladed prop, 2,000 horsepower. Let's pick up the field.
Yeah, here you see in the lead, Stephen Couch is followed closely by Dusty Dowd. Looks like Dusty's putting the coals to it. We've got Jeff Lavelle right behind them. He sounds like he's a little higher up on the power. And we've got Mark Moody, race 0, Spam Cam. And we've got that beautiful Allison-powered P653. Then we've got Lady B, flown by Michael Flieger. And then we've got one of the Nightingales out there in Lady B. And then we've got Ken Gottschall in Man of War.
So the P-51 Alpha model, John Dusty Dowd, legendary pilot, crop duster, just a fun guy, aircraft restorer. He's got the Allison engine. That's one of the original models of the P-51, and it's got the Razorback on it before they went to a clear canopy behind, which, by the way, is an advantage in racing. The Razorback will give you an advantage over the teardrop canopy.
Yeah, it does. You know, I raced this airplane in 2017, and you know, you push the power up on it, it likes to go. That frame canopy is a lot more aerodynamic, and that higher deck on the fuselage just gives it a little bit better control. So here you can see Dusty's starting to catch up to Steve, and we'll see what he has to do.
And again, the P-51A, very rare. It was an attack model, actually, and it goes back to budgets during World War II. Very rare indeed. And again, Allison powered. The Rolls-Royce had not entered the picture yet to make the Mustang take advantage of its wing and aerodynamics. Once the Rolls-Royce Merlin was mated to that airframe, it became a hot fighter. The Bell fighters did good for the Russians. We, on the Lend-Lease program, gave them a lot of aircraft. They did their dogfighting down at 10 to 15,000 feet. High altitude didn't matter. The Allison just didn't have the two-stage supercharger. So listen to this. All right, look on the backstretch.
Yeah, you can see Dusty's trying to make a move.
John, now we got some.
Yeah, I mean, these guys came out here. They wanted to put on a show, and here comes Dust making a move on Steve Couches.
Steve Couches with big white airplane, a little easier to see.
Yep, looks like Dusty's just made that pass.
That's the Bardall Special in the nostalgic paint scheme. That does my heart good. You need to get down in the pits and see that. John Dusty Dowd is used to being low. He thinks pylon racing is too high.
He does. He says he gets up there and satellites are going underneath him.
You gotta love a guy whose name of his airplane is Shanty Irishman.
Yep, Dusty flies a beautiful line, and here comes Steve with Jeff Lavelle trying to make that pass for second.
All right, coming in from your left, yet another bit of orchestrated music. Merlin Magic.
It looks like we have a P63 coming by next. We'll be quiet so you can hear that sound.
All right, the music continues. All right, we're coming up on the white flag lap for the leader. All right, look on the left down the Valley of Speed to your left. As the wings go level and the speed goes up. Don't scrub off into that speed.
Yeah, take a look at Dusty Dowd's line. It's just a beautiful line. This is what us as pilots are always trying to strive and do when we're out there.
All right, it looks like Shanty Irish. Then the Bardall Special, the white aircraft.
Yep, Jeff Lavelle right behind Bardall.
All right, let's go through the speeds. First lap, 2:49, then 2:28. After they level out, 2:21. Correction, 3:20. I got my threes wrong. 3:49, followed by 3:28. Speed 3:21, 3:19, 3:33. All right, we are unofficially in a leader change, and the leader will be looking for the checker flag. Oh, this is so great. The unlimited class. There's the distinctive tail of the P63 in relation to the P39. All right, the race team in the air gets the white flag.
Yeah, here comes Dusty.
All right,
7 and 8.
Yep. I see, look, you got a commanding lead in the Shanty Irish. And the Abe Carlo P51 unofficially does it. The Bardol Special.
It's followed by Jeff Lavelle.
We're still racing. Eyes on the race course, blowing to your left.
Yeah, if you look out at 7, it looks like Mark Moody's coming around. Looks like he'll take 4th place. Look back to your left, coming around 7, 8, 9. That looks like a P63.
Very innovative aircraft. The engine sits behind the pilot. There's a drive shaft between your feet that goes out to the propeller, and through the propeller hub was a cannon.